Hello. Still working on the Big Things in Alberta video. Yeah, sort of. Just heavy delays. Kara's summer wound up being a lot more chaotic with... Oh, okay, right. I changed some settings around. The music is probably insanely loud. The moment I start, well, at least not insanely loud. It was probably just completely drowning me out because I turned it back up for recording a bunch of gameplay clips. So yeah, still working on it. It just might. I mean, we're actually set to have a probably pretty mellow fall. So there is a chance that like a bunch of work gets done on it in October. But September at the moment is set to largely be like a writing and research month. We have a lot of like also some really cool leads, two really cool projects came across my desk, and so and one of them is time sensitive, so where to head? Okay, so last night. Oh, I remember what I was planning on doing. Okay. We're headed up to Bellhart. Ada! That was probably still... Well, that guy's always loud. So last night I did not stop until I put Sister Splinter in the ground. What a good fight. I kinda there's a part of me that's like, man, I should have streamed that. So, okay, I still can't get up there. Okay, so I want to talk about the, all right. I am still loving the game. I'm finding that this is a game where I'm having a very different experience than a lot of people online. Now, not like singularly unique experience. A lot of other people, seem to be sharing this experience. But what I find interesting is that like I'm not particularly like great at this at this genre, like at these styles of games, you know. I beat, I don't remember, I definitely didn't beat like Colosseum of the Gods or whatever it was called. I think I beat Radiance, but I don't remember if I actually beat Radiance or if I just like got really, really close and then gave up. It was like, nope, I'm just gonna go end the game. I'm gonna go fight Hollow Knight. But anyway, like I'm not like particularly stellar. I did a bunch of the Colosseum of Fools. Um, I'm trying to remember how far I got in the Colosseum of Fools. I did manage to beat Mighty Zote, the fantasy version. I did very little. I don't know if I did any of God Home. The thing was as well is that I was playing like long after all of the DLCs were put in, and the way that they're integrated is that I don't have a clear sense of like what was and wasn't DLC, but also like the entrances to a lot of them are like very hidden. It was after I was done that I finally like learned like, oh yeah, you can go here and like do like the whole carnival thing. Um, oh, is Sean streaming at the same time right now? That's cool. Um, so I'm not like amazing at the game, but I'm okay, and um, I'm finding that in general, like it's not making me terribly frustrated. And if it is making me frustrated, it's usually when it's like, okay, you've just been playing way too long and like your hands hurt and you're tired and there's a billion and one reasons why, things are not going well and you should. What is it? Hype chest. Open. I got Chill Girl. Was that Frog Ponder? That's pretty good. Um, so I've actually been shocked. Like I was caught off guard when. So okay, game came out on Thursday. I streamed like what was the first like 3 hours or something like that. Um, where did it come out? Tuesday I was driving. Wednesday we played a whole bunch of Rotwood. Thursday it came out. I streamed like the first 3 hours and then I had a bunch of meetings. Went to my meetings, and then after the meetings, like basically like I finished my meetings, I sent my emails, I like filled out a bunch of documents and crap. It's just a bunch of insurance related stuff. It's our Folding Ideas production insurance. It renews in September, and so I have a ton of paperwork that needs to be filled out. The documents are so long. Like actual production insurance, man. I should like maybe one of these days I'll get like the blank copy. So I don't want people to see exactly what we've got insurance for, but like the blank copy of just like the sheer like the options and like the questions that they ask you. It's so long. It's like a 30-40 page document that I need to go through and like make sure that like things are checked correctly. It's just okay. Anyway, finished all that up and I just went back to playing. And then I played a whole bunch yesterday when I wasn't getting other stuff done. And it wasn't until kind of like yesterday afternoon that I was finally like, let's check. Well, actually, no. Like, I guess the first tip off was like Thursday night. Somebody mentioned on Blue Sky. Somebody responded to me on Blue Sky about like, oh yeah, like yeah, a lot of people aren't loving it. And I was kind of thrown off by that. Like it's like there was, like, people were complaining about it. It's like how, like, a lot of people are complaining about like the damage and whatnot. It's like, okay, well, I haven't run into any like major pinch points. I can't say I haven't like noticed, like I noticed for sure that enemies, like even like basic enemies, are a lot closer to are a lot more like 3-4 hits to take down rather than 1 to 2. And one, I'm not so like seeped in Hollow Knight that the comparison is like stark for me. I haven't touched Hollow Knight since January. Like, I just haven't even opened it. I did not do like, okay, like one more replay right before we start, right? So Hollow Knight is largely an impression in my head from 7 months ago, rather than a thing that's like right at the forefront of my mind, right? Like, I remember how Hollow Knight feels, like how it, like, I remember the impression it made on me, but I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, yesterday I was running around the zones and like, here's like literally how many attacks it takes to kill things. So there's that element, but also like number of hits, I think is a poor metric, because combat in Silksong, like, it's different. It has a different pace. It has a different rhythm. It's faster in some ways, but it's also slower in others. And so I was just like, okay, that's interesting. But so then I have just sort of like become aware of a bunch of the criticisms of the game, not all of which I would say are like invalid, but a bunch of which are like experiential or preferential. And I was kind of caught off guard, because I was like, oh man, I was not experiencing the game in the same way as everyone else. So things like, one of the criticisms that's come up is that like bosses feel unrewarding to beat. And I didn't even notice this until I saw people pointing it out. Which is, so they are correct in their observation. I'm not saying they're wrong to feel the way they do. I'm just saying, like, I didn't personally I didn't really like feel it myself. So when you beat a boss, most of them don't like give you something right away. They unlock a new area, so they're either like guarding an area, or yeah. So actually, overwhelmingly, they're guarding an area. Like, you need to like kill the boss in order to get past them, and then there's a few that getting past them, then like, there's like a treasure chest or something on the other side. And like, yeah, like Metroid, I didn't really like think anything of it, right? Sometimes there's a reward in the next room. Sometimes there's a puzzle in the next room, and the reward's at the end of the puzzle. Sometimes the reward is simply like access to the rest of the map. I didn't think anything of it. But I can't say that it's an unfair comparison, especially since Hollow Knight did have, like, bosses died. You got, most of them dropped a trinket. I can't remember what they're actually called in the game. Most of them dropped a trinket, and basically all of them had, like, a little mini loot explosion. Like, just, like, currency. And, that's not an unfair thing to point out. And this is the thing that I was like thinking about over breakfast, was that like, could this be solved by simply having most bosses explode with shell fragments, right? So if you've used a lot of shell fragments in the process of killing the boss, so that's your crafting material for making like traps and stuff. If you've used a lot of shell fragments in the process of killing the boss, you suddenly get refilled. And if you didn't use a bunch, then you at least get the you get the dopamine hit of like loot exploding everywhere. And one way or another, shell fragments are kind of like they're an irrelevant currency. You get vast, like, unless you're relying on them like really really heavily, you get way more shell fragments than like you actually need. And since you have a like carry cap, there's not really like there's no risk of players like banking vast amounts of it and then just sort of like trivializing later things. So I think the reason why they didn't want to give you like a lot of rosaries is that I'm actually no, here's the thing. Here's my hot take. I actually like the fact that they don't give you a bunch of rosaries, because one of my least favorite parts of the Souls games is you kill a boss, you get all of the like souls, like you get this big XP reward, and then it's like you're gonna go buy a used car, and so like it's like, all right, for the first, like you're in your 20s, you're gonna go buy a used car, and for the first time in your life, you're running around with like $5,000 in cash, and it's like this insane amount of money to just be having in cash on you. And it's like, it's got that same kind of feeling like, oh, I've got like 3 levels. I'm carrying like 3 levels on me right now. I gotta do something about this real quick. And like, because like not every time in the Souls games will you get, I mean, the later ones, like, yeah, they just give you a bonfire like immediately and you can just go ahead and spend them. But like the earlier ones, like it wasn't always that way. And so you would get this like anxiety moment where it's like, okay, I'm now at risk. And this was actually worse. This was actually real bad in Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight had a huge problem with this because, at least in Dark Souls, you know, all you need to do is find a bonfire and you can spend down. You cannot spend down in Hollow Knight without like significant traversal. And as we have discussed in the past, Hollow Knight is on the stingier side with quick travel, and safety points and whatnot. And so for Hollow Knight, there were like huge chunks of it. It was like you'd kill a boss, you'd get the trinket, but you'd also get all of this currency. And then like running around with a full wallet, just like being consumed by the anxiety of like, oh man, if I choke, like, just if I screw up, I'm losing so much. And so I actually like the fact that it's like I beat a boss, especially because Silksong does have that. It's like, all right, you beat the boss, now here's a big old puzzle. Here's a big old puzzle on the other side to get to like something really cool. Is it's like if they gave you a whole bunch of rosaries, rather than having feeling the inertia to go forward, I would immediately feel the inertia to go backwards. It'd be like, okay, beat the boss. I'm not going to go out the door and see what's on the other side. I'm immediately going to like take the safest route back to a quick travel so that I can go spend these rosaries. And I suppose maybe the compromise there would be to drop like rosary strings, right? You know, hard souls. And maybe there was an answer, like, you know, maybe there was something in this, but I don't think a hard soul, like, I think what people are feeling really is just the dopamine hit of like you killed the boss and like stuff spews out, you know, shiny things cover your screen, and there's something like to pick up. I think that is the core of it. I don't think that's invalid. I think that if you're someone like me who hasn't been feeling that pinch, if they did put it in, it wouldn't change anything, right? It's not like I'm gonna suddenly go like, you took the magic out of it, whatever. but it's like okay, just an explosion of shell fragments. Refill refill your shell fragment stocks, like, because like who gives a crap, like shell frag, like they're just refill ammo. Like that's basically all you're doing. You're refilling the player's ammo. You get that loot explosion across the screen. It tickles that shiny thing instinct, without having like negative impacts on your game economy. Hello? Speaking of rosary beads, oh. Okay. All right. There's got to be something more around here. If not, I'm just going to go up to the upper... heard people complaining about the angled dash. Okay, so there's a bunch of crests that you can find. Okay, so Hunter is the one that you start with. That has the angled dash. And then, so crests are basically like a stance. So they have two impacts. One is the number and color of slots on them. And then the other is that they change your attack speed, your attack range, and the nature of your down attack. So I've really been liking the... I've only got two right now. So I've got Hunter and Wanderer. The Wanderer crest gives you the classic, like just a straight pogo. And yeah, each has its own... each of these like have a different, like, so they change your movement set in a way that has bonuses and downsides. There's been a few times where I've had to switch back to Hunter, specifically for like platforming segments, because the angled dash, there's certain styles of jumping puzzle that are like much easier with the angled dash. So the big problem, I shouldn't say big problem, the trade-off. Oh, I wonder. Okay. The quick slash doesn't, the quick slash doesn't get as much height, and it doesn't get as much distance. So there's a lot of the jumping puzzles, one of which we're going to go through. We're going to go past right now. Yes, we want to go up to Shellwood, where you need to rely on combinations of down attacks and... Okay, we probably still can't go... Yeah, we still can't go through there. Make sure did I check the... Okay. So, like, this puzzle here, I haven't solved. Because I think I need to come back with Hunter. Ah, God. Because I keep getting to, like, that same point. So, I think I need to come back to this one with Hunter purely for like just that tiniest little bit of extra height on this, because I can actually I think that's my last. Oh wait, no, I need 4 more polyps anyway, so like whatever. Oh, you yeah. And one of these times I'm going to need to do the lap here in order to get that stuff above me. But it's like, you either run back down to Bellheart in order to take the quick travel, like in order to take the Bellway, or you like do this whole in order to get back around. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that like, okay, that's just going to be like a memory disk. I think that's just going to be a memory disk or a rosary string. Oh, I can just go up this way now. That was actually where I was headed, but in my like mind map, I thought it was elsewhere. Ah. Hey! Awoo! Later, dude. Poofy dress. Okay. Spikes and up. Oh, God. This feels more like bench bait. Wait, was that always? Alright, let's find out if I was right. Okay, my bet was memory disk. What do we think it is? Rosary string. That was my second guess, was rosary string. First was memory disk. Second was rosary string. Okay. Ah! Uh... 138. Let's be cowards and go spend first. So nice changes. You can convert beads to rosaries. I think the I feel like that's an option that largely exists for I don't want to say overly cautious, but like very risk averse players. Because I will admit, it has crossed my mind. Oh no, no! Oh, this is so much more annoying once they're activated. It has crossed my mind to just kind of like enjoy the vibes. Oh, what is actually the best way of getting to her? Forge Daughter is down in Deep Docks, and she is closest to the Deep Docks. That, or I still haven't bought. You know what? Let's do Deep Docks. People have been telling me that there's tools in Deep Dock, like that there's tools that the Forge Daughter has that are really, really, really good. I have, so it has crossed my mind, the idea of just like enjoying the vibes, doing laps, farm like a ton of rosary beads, put them on strings, and then just like never worry about not having something for It has been a while since I've actually gone through Deep Docks. Oh, and we've got that area to the upper left there that is inaccessible without dash, or without wall climb. So we can get up there now. I originally...
Mario. Sammene.
Nesvir?
Fa Viona.
Cadestre.
Rama.
Da, fenestra.
Mario. Sammene.
Okay, 180 for the crafting kit. You have finer, sharper, and deadlier tools. So I think that's just going to be like an upgrade to them, but we should take that. So we're gonna use our 220,
Fa Viona.
which will actually only leave us with 40.
Puravara. Oh.
Okay. Oh. Wait. Okay, I put this marker here. It either means I need a key or I need wall climb. Key. Alright, so just work my way kind of up and left. Oh, wait, no. Wall climb doesn't get me in here. Or at least not directly. Mask shard good. Man, I am just...
Friend.
Wait. Ah, yes. This was on my list of things to come back to once I had wall climb. And a little poking around reminds you what you're looking for. Yeah, okay. Gank fight? Gank fight. Damn it. No! Where the heck am I? Honestly, the gank bosses have been a very interesting change. I guess they're not like that big of a change, but they're a lot more like consistent. You face a lot more of them. I kind of like them because they're, I don't know, they shake up the type of challenge. They reward. Oh man, we should have tried the new to us Sting Shard. We can't. Okay, if we die again, we'll equip that at the bench.
Friend.
Ow, boo. Okay, two things. One, okay, equip Sting Shard. Two, we are saving Thread to nuke down that second wave, the ball guy and the flyer, because that one's gonna be like the most annoying until, I don't know, like wave 4 is probably like 2 ball guys or like 3 ember flyers. Okay, actual question. Those crits, are those just luck? Or is it a timing thing? Those are so good. Okay. So that's a parry. A thing I desperately wish. Okay, so this is... Alright. L2 is dedicated to Harpoon. I don't have that yet. Triangle is dedicated to Needlein. I don't have that yet. I really, really deeply hate that tools are up R1. The number of times that I have, like, I generally run around without a tool equipped at all, because if I need to use my skill, I absolutely do not want to accidentally use my tool because I hadn't quite stopped holding up in order to attack upwards. God damn you. It is not remappable. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. No, God. Goddamn Bellflyer. Is the bane of my existence. Okay, here's the plan. Is he comes out. Well, actually, we can probably just set a... We've got enough time to set a trap that'll catch him. No, it keeps... It's doing the thing. This is why I unequip the tools, is I'm trying to use my spell against him. Three times in a row, I had him dead to rights with Silk Frenzy. Come on, come under the... Come on down here. Come on. This is about a third of the way into the game, as best I can tell. Alright. Well... Oh, I thought you had one hit left. Oh, that's bad. Style points finish. Oh, that was a fun one. I mean, a little frustrating, but no, I am really enjoying the gank fights. Okay, that gets that. That area right over by, like in Far Fields, the left side of Far Fields. Also, there's the upward shaft to the right of the Pilgrim, or not the Pilgrim's Rest, also the Far Fields quick travel. So you need both Poofy Dress and Wall Climb to get up that one. So we could do that. There's also stuff. I still haven't finished Hunter's March, and the vendor there has a bunch of stuff I haven't bought. And then there's spooky, clearly not a boss, up in Bellheart. What else is immediately? I don't know if wall climb... I don't remember if wall climb is what's needed to get up above Halfway Home. I'm pretty sure it's needed for that upper area of Greymoor. One of those areas in the Wormways needs wall climb. The other is like a door, like is an exit gate. Then this little spur down here as part of Deep Docks I believe one of them's an exit gate, and the other I just don't, is like a big gate that needs to be done. Also, there's this area down in the lower right of Far Fields that I think was also a wall climb area. So up by, so let's do this left one in Far Fields, because that's actually just kind of like a straight run, and then there's also the there's also a bench right there. So right, down, right. Thoughts so far? I'm loving it. I'm having an amazing time. I think it is I think it shows, like, this is this is a game that took 7 years to make. Oh man, I'm finally going through shell fragments at a reasonable pace. This spike trap, I wish I had picked this up earlier. It is really good. Worth the loss of silk posting. Where others see the loss of silk posting, I only see the evolution. We actually need these shell shards now. Okay, it is up and this way. Yeah. Just straight up wall climb, easy. Okay. 40 rosary beads, 47 rosary beads, I'm not gonna complain. Okay. Oh, oh wow. Okay. That's a little more intense than I was expecting. Okay. Okay. I couldn't see where I was supposed to go and I panicked. And now I'm just stuffing this up. So let's Oh, the presence of this bench is I feel like it's a warning. Nope. Missed it. Not a bad idea. Oh, god damn. It's that one little. They knew what they were doing. Uh. That was just straight up the wrong ability. You got to go up. Okay. You hit it, go straight up. Poofy dress. Yeah, 2 damage. Okay, so everyone's a lot of people are fixated on this, like, oh, 2 damage attacks are much more common than in Hollow Knight, and it's like, well, that is true. I don't think that's meaningful. Like, to put it another way, they could have changed it to incremental health. Like your masks could actually like deplete. They could have 3 pips. Like right now, I could have, actually let's just say they've got 5. I could have 30 health effectively, and then things do 10, 15, 12. You could have it be much more granular. Like the fact that things do 2 2 damage isn't meaningful because its meaning is within the context of its own interactions. Poofy dress. Did I just dash straight into the ground instead of float? Did I just dash straight into the ground instead of float? I believe I just dashed straight into the ground instead of floating after doing everything else flawlessly. I've never been good at these. Oh, wait. Oh, no. No. And now my cocoon is gonna be, it's gonna be in the worst spot possible, isn't it? Please, 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 William, please. I do not ask you for much. Please just stick my cocoon back at the start of the maze. I just. It's not. No. I got greedy. Hate fighting you guys. I'm gonna choke and die on some, like, stupid little bug. Okay, so, alright. All of that for, like, a lot of rosary beads. I think we had about 100 rosary beads. And the satisfaction of having, you know, done it. And it did put us towards our next area that we were headed to anyway. Okay. Oh. I was really hoping it was going to be a damage upgrade. Or something. Yeah. No, that's target practice. Yeah, exactly. I was trying to spend down, and now I have even more. Oh wait, no, it's under. Hello, darkness, my old friend. know what? What if we leave the screen? Oh, good. You're still hanging out here. Okay, but if I can get above you, they're actually really easy to pogo with the quick nail, with the quick needle.
Friend.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh, hey. Well, actually, if we're already right here, we might as well... rest here and check in with her. Alright, still no new dialogue there. So we should be able to just vent. Oh. Do we need to take... we need to take the side path. Okay. I did not fully think this through. I mean, if that little... Okay, is it just going to respawn, like, every time? Because that'd be great. Yeah, alright. So we got this one little useless bug as a heal battery. Oh, so close. No. Okay, so we do need to... You know what? I'm realizing something about these, which is, this is really clever. They bait you, they're baiting you into believing that it's harder than it is. But also, I believe you can pogo on the red spikes. This is an unfortunate thing, is that unfortunately, like, pogoing off of spikes has been really inconsistent in this one so far. That or I'm just, like, bad at it. But there was, like, one segment where I was like, oh yeah, I just, like, boink, 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 straight across. And then a bunch of other ones just like, nope, no go. Okay. So you look at it and you're like, oh, what I need to do is I need to do all this precision aerial work. And it's like, no, you need to poofy dress. You just slowly... float to your next target. Goodbye. Even more rosary beads. Oh. No, god damn it. All right, that was very, very stupid on my part. I was like, I'm gonna back up and heal, and then well, actually, you know what? No, I'm being too hard on myself. I had no idea, like, I had completely lost track of where over the spikes I was. Okay. No! My horns. My beautiful, beautiful horns. Such a liability. Ow.
Friend.
Would you recommend Silksong to someone who hasn't played Hollow Knight? Yes. Yes, you really don't need to okay. Careful. We floaty down. We floaty down. We take a breath on some solid ground. We back away. We don't get exploded. A flea? Oh, we're on the other side. I know where we are. Ooh. Oh, that was not... No! I probably could have opened the door, couldn't I have? Like, just jumped past it and opened the door. I almost ate it on those spikes. I... No! Crit. Oh, sweet. If you come in from this side, it just goes away. Unless it's waiting down here. All right. Well, this actually brings us... Wait, no. Okay. Not... going down to the fast travel isn't actually going to be faster. We don't want to work our way through that upper area. So I think we go down, straight across. Oof. No, we go to the... We want to get to that bench. Okay. Working our way up from the west side of Deep Docks. Is probably going to be preferable. Oh, yeah, okay. So, when you enter, there's a gear right above you, and if you just break it, then the door breaks. Did you fight a boss at the Flea Caravan location? I attempted it once and was like, I'm gonna keep exploring because I'm not in a mood to just like do a boss this mean right now. And so I went and finished the Flea Caravan, not knowing that the Flea Caravan would replace the boss. So I didn't actually fight the bird more than once. So... Okay, is this actually going to work out? Do I have a path through here? Yeah, out is easier than in. In theory. Okay, so up. It's been a bit since I've been in here. Yeah, no problem. I guess with the power of poofy dress. Where's your door? There it is. Oh, right. You've got this. Paranoid ant. All right, give me stuff. That worked out pretty good. All right. I think we're in a good spot to go fight that bell boss. Oh, we have to get back out through his goddamn traps. Power of poofy dress. Oh, we can go. You know what? I'm going to use the bench. Alright, what horrors await us here? He's not very friend-shaped, but he's not the least friend-shaped thing we've come across. Yeah, there we go. Oh wait, no, I've already fought one of these guys. Oh, it's a gank fighting. Oh no. Oh, this is awful. This is terrible. Okay. We're gonna get our cocoon. I forgot that I'd already fought one of those guys. Yeah. All right. Oh, hello, Amy. You are back. Hello. Hello, Amy. Hello, Amy. Hello, oh, good kitty. It is nowhere even remotely close to lunchtime. Like 2 hours, and you're drooling on me. Why? Did you just have a big old drink from your fountain? Is that it? Okay, and you're coming by to say hi? Okay, you know what? That's a good reminder. Let's take a quick hydrate break, okay? All right. I'm gonna go get a drink too. Oh, Mr. Rob, I didn't know you were. Oh, you're. I didn't know you were in chemo. That sucks. I'm glad you had a chillaxing week, though, a chemo-free week. I hope it is going as well as chemo can go. Here's Boisson Abbas do Petelon. 4 down, 2 to go. Over halfway there, though. I think Meg told me that her second to last round was the worst. Third, like, yeah, apparently, like, I mean, it's so, I've never been through it. Apparently it's like super like personalized, like in terms of how you're going to respond to it. But 2 to go, over halfway there. Okay, we are working our way. Oh, what did the two, right, someone asked what the 2 things we bought did. I don't know. Let's because their descriptions were not in English. Okay. Oh, that's the that's a boomerang. Okay. So that's going to be a tool. And then the other one, old bug skull card for protection, shields against critical damage but shatters on impact. If shattered, the mask will be repaired while resting at a bench. That sounds pretty just like generally useful. Okay, yeah. So it basically just gives you one more mask. It's a temporary hit point. Oh, did stream freeze? My chat is not updating. And I can't tab out. What happens if I pull up my own stream? What do I see? Okay, it's still going. It's just... I don't know. Alright. Will this get me chat back if I open it here? You know what? I don't want this looming over me. I feel like something has crashed, so I'm gonna just quickly reset things.